Almost zero-calorie foods that actually fill you up. Trying to shed stubborn body fat, especially around your belly, hips, or thighs, can feel like an uphill battle. The moment you cut calories, hunger sets in fast, leaving you feeling miserable, deprived, and ready to quit. But here's the good news. Certain foods taste great, keep you full, and barely register on your calorie count. Today we're covering 17 of the best options that check all those boxes. Let's start with number 1, shirataki noodles. You might also hear them called konjac noodles or miracle noodles, and honestly, that last name isn't an exaggeration. What makes them special is the combination of serious satiety and shockingly low calories. A single 8-ounce serving clocks in at roughly 20 calories.
That same amount of regular pasta? Closer to 300 calories. On top of being ultra-low calorie, shirataki noodles get those calories from insoluble fiber, a type your body doesn't fully absorb. While you take in about 4 calories per gram from regular carbs like starch or sugar, insoluble fiber only yields around 1.5 calories per gram. That means your effective net intake from an 8-ounce serving of shirataki noodles is closer to 7 or 8 calories. That alone puts them among the smartest carb swaps available for anyone trying to lose weight. There's also slim rice, which works as a great alternative and comes in at just 7 to 9 calories per 3.5-ounce serving. Compare that to brown rice at over 110 calories for the same amount. Slim rice is gluten-free and made from the same konjac flour used in shirataki noodles, just shaped like rice instead, which works better for certain dishes. The texture is surprisingly similar to real rice, making the swap much easier. Pair it with steamed vegetables for a meal that's practically calorie-free. It's worth noting that konjac root is also claimed to suppress appetite, though more research is needed to confirm this. If that effect holds up, it could make these products even more powerful for managing hunger throughout the day. Next up, cucumbers. They're loaded with water, about 97%, and a 3.5-ounce serving has only 15 calories. That makes them easy to add to any meal without making a dent in your daily calorie budget. Research also suggests cucumbers may help stabilize blood sugar levels, which can cut down on cravings caused by blood sugar swings. For maximum benefit, eat them unpeeled. The skin adds fiber to keep you full longer, and it's where most of the vitamins and minerals are concentrated. Then there's zucchini, which not only has a high water content, but can actually replace one of the most calorie-dense foods in the American diet, pasta. All you need is a spiralizer, and you've got zucchini noodles ready to go. Toss them with salsa and a little Parmesan for a quick, satisfying, low-calorie meal. Zucchini contains just 17 calories per 3.5 ounces versus 131 calories in the same amount of pasta, and it's far more filling per calorie. Like cucumbers, zucchini also appears to support healthy blood sugar regulation, which helps keep cravings in check. Circling back to the cucumber family, we have pickles. A full cup of dill pickles has only about 17 calories, and a medium-sized one contains roughly 1 gram of carbs. The fermentation process gives them a bold, tangy flavor that adds real variety to your diet. If you're craving something sweet, look for no sugar-added bread and butter pickles. They'll run you just 5 to 7 calories each. The one thing to watch is the sodium content, which can cause temporary water retention and bloating. But unless you have an event coming up where you need to look your sharpest, any extra water weight is easy to flush out later. Another green option, one that's about 96% water, is lettuce. There are many varieties, but what they all share is an extremely low calorie count. On average, any lettuce variety delivers around 17 calories per 3.5-ounce serving, making it one of the most effective foods for appetite control and weight loss. If you want the lowest calorie option specifically, go with butter lettuce or red leaf lettuce. Both come in at about 13 calories per 3.5 ounces. Next on the list is chewing gum. I know, it's technically not a food since you don't swallow it, but if you're looking for a way to fight off cravings between meals, sugar-free gum is worth keeping in your back pocket. Most pieces contain fewer than 5 calories. Research from the University of Rhode Island found that people who chewed gum ate 68 fewer calories at lunch and didn't compensate by eating more later. Gum also helped participants resist high-calorie snacks and feel more satisfied overall. Just be smart about it. Chewing through an entire pack in one sitting still adds up, so keep it reasonable. Up next is a classic diet snack, celery. It's about 95% water and contains only 14 calories per 3.5-ounce serving. Beyond weight loss, celery appears to offer additional benefits. One study found that celery leaf extract was associated with increased sperm production, which may support male fertility. There's also evidence that celery can help manage blood pressure, likely due to its natural nitrate content, which may also benefit men dealing with erectile dysfunction, a common side effect of hypertension. Now let's talk about a nearly calorie-free drink, diet soda. For a while, many nutrition experts believed diet drinks were actually counterproductive for fat loss, even with virtually 0 calories. The concern was that artificial sweeteners might increase hunger and sugar cravings. But when you look at the actual data, the picture is more nuanced. One study compared the effects of plain water versus artificially sweetened, calorie-free beverages on weight loss over 12 weeks. Participants were then followed for an additional year to track weight maintenance. The sweetener group ultimately lost more fat and regained less of it over time. Contrary to expectations, they also reported feeling less hungry during the diet and had better overall compliance. This led researchers to conclude that sweeteners can be a useful tool for both losing weight and keeping it off. What about the health effects? In general, artificial sweeteners appear safe when consumed within recommended limits, as supported by a wide body of research. The studies that found concerning side effects used doses far beyond what any reasonable person would consume, often 100 to even 1,000 times the suggested daily maximum, and were almost exclusively conducted in animals. Moving on, here's another great near-zero-calorie vegetable you might not use enough: bok choy. It's a Chinese cabbage that belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family, alongside kale, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. Bok choy is about 95% water and delivers just 13 calories per 3.5-ounce serving. It also makes an excellent addition to soups, which are already naturally filling and low in calories. Next up is a vegetable that doesn't follow the green color rule, but still earns its spot on this list: radishes. Packed with potassium, vitamin B6, and vitamin C, radishes are 95% water and contain about 16 calories per 3.5 ounces. They also provide some fiber and support dental health, gum health, nerve function, and hair and nail strength. Slice them into a salad for extra flavor without any meaningful calorie addition. That brings us to another key category: low-calorie and calorie-free dressings. As you've probably noticed, most of the foods we've covered so far are high-water vegetables: cucumbers, zucchini, lettuce, celery, bok choy, radishes. So a big salad seems like the natural move, right? The problem is that dressings can turn a smart, low-calorie salad into a calorie bomb fast. Many commercial dressings are loaded with sugar and oils that add up quickly. The good news is that zero-calorie dressings exist and are increasingly available, even at regular grocery stores and discount retailers. You can find options like calorie-free French, bacon, balsamic vinaigrette, raspberry vinaigrette, and more. Just be realistic about portion size. Calorie-free refers to the serving size listed on the label. Drizzle some on, but don't pour the whole bottle over your bowl. One more great salad addition worth mentioning is watercress. Like many of the vegetables on this list, it's about 95% water. It also contains dietary nitrates, which we already touched on for blood pressure benefits. But nitrates can also improve athletic performance by relaxing blood vessels and boosting nitric oxide levels, which enhances circulation and oxygen delivery to your muscles. For weight loss purposes, it also doesn't hurt that watercress has only about 11 calories per 3.5-ounce serving. Let's also quickly cover some ultra-low-calorie condiments that add serious flavor with almost no caloric cost. Yellow mustard has around 3 calories per packet or teaspoon. Most hot sauces are virtually calorie-free. Horseradish sauce comes in at about 6 calories per tablespoon. Reduced sugar ketchup typically has only 1 gram of sugar and 5 calories per tablespoon. Soy sauce contains just 9 calories and 1 to 2 grams of protein per tablespoon. All of these are flavorful, practical additions to your meals that won't set you back. Next is a fruit that often gets mistaken for a vegetable: the tomato. Tomatoes are also about 95% water and contain only 18 calories per 3.5 ounces, despite the fact that many dieters avoid them. They're one of the best sources of vitamin C and beta-carotene, both of which support heart health. They're also excellent for your eyes, skin, and immune system, thanks to their lycopene content and a full spectrum of B vitamins: B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6, along with vitamin K. Tomatoes lead us straight to our next item: tomato soup. Tomato soup can be a secret weapon on a diet because it takes up significant space in your stomach without costing many calories. Of course, it depends on how it's made. Many store-bought versions are loaded with additives that spike the calorie count. Ideally, make it yourself, and the process is genuinely simple. Blend a 16-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes with juice, add a chicken bouillon cube, and bring everything to a boil in a large pot. Once boiling, add a pinch of stevia and seasonings like garlic to boost the flavor. That's it. You've got a filling, satisfying bowl of soup for roughly 59 calories. Finally, the best zero-calorie drink of all: water. Not only does it contain 0 calories, but it actively helps reduce hunger and supports fat loss. Research shows that people who drink water consistently throughout the day consume about 9% fewer calories overall. Data also suggests drinking water before meals is particularly effective. One study found that drinking about 17 ounces of water 30 minutes before breakfast reduced total calorie intake at that meal by 13%. So whenever you're eating any of the nearly calorie-free foods on this list, make a habit of having a glass of water alongside them. Those are the best low-calorie foods available. Now, let me show you how to combine them into a complete, satisfying meal that barely registers on your calorie count. Start with a glass of water before you begin eating. Open the meal with the tomato soup recipe we just covered. Follow that with a low-calorie noodle bowl. Shirataki noodles cooked with your favorite low-calorie vegetables like zucchini, celery, bok choy, broccoli, or cauliflower, topped with a calorie-free dressing. Eat average-sized portions of everything, and you're looking at a filling, complete meal totaling around 150 calories. Now you know how to load up your plate without blowing your calorie budget. But what about enjoying a glass of wine every now and then? In the next video, I'll show you how it's actually possible to drink alcohol and still keep burning fat, busting the common myths and giving you a clear, practical strategy for staying social without derailing your progress.